everyone and welcome back to emiloubooks. In today's video I'm going to be talking about retellings that I haven't yet read that I really want to soon. So essentially my TBR for retellings. I was thinking about this last night and I was just thinking about why retellings are so popular. It's not just with books, it's with movies too. If we think about the last 5, even 10 years, we've seen so many adaptations, remakes, retellings of different classic tales that we all know and love. And I think part of the reason why they are so popular is because we love seeing stories that we know really well told from a different angle, a different perspective. And definitely when it comes to books, it's really, really nice to see a different point of view, a different take on the story, especially when it's from the villain or one of the evil characters, because it just completely changes the way you think about the story and the characters, and basically they're just really, really fun. So the first retelling that I really, really want to read, and I can't believe I haven't read it yet, is Girls Made of Snow and Glass. This is described on Goodreads as a feminist retelling of Snow White. So I don't know much about the book, but I do know that it is about a 16-year-old girl called Mina, and she has a heart made of glass. I really love the story of Snow White, and this just sounds really cool and interesting, so this is definitely going to be something that I hope to read sometime this year. I actually looked for this on audio, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I might have to go out and buy a physical copy, which is absolutely fine. It's just that I am trying to listen to more audiobooks, only because I do have a lot of books, and I'm just worried about the time when I do move on, because as you all know, I'm currently living in Malaysia, and there will be a time when I probably will move from here, and I'm just really, really scared about taking all these books with me. So I am trying to listen to more audio, but for this, I will definitely go out and get a physical copy. It sounds like a really, really cool book, and yeah, I definitely want to read it soon. So the next book, or books, is a series by Wendy Spinelli that I'm sure you all know. I have heard of them, but I haven't had a chance to read them yet. So the first one is called Everland, and it is a retelling of Peter Pan. The second book is Umberland, and it's a retelling of Alice in Wonderland. And the third and final one is Ozland, and it's a retelling of The Wizard of Oz. I think out of all three of these, I'm most excited about the Alice in Wonderland retelling. I'm not a huge fan of Peter Pan, I never really have been, but this is definitely a series that I want to get into, so hopefully I'll get around to reading them soon. So next we have the Twisted Tales series. There are a lot of books in this series, but the ones that I'm looking forward to the most are As Old as Time, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and Part of Your World, which is a Little Mermaid retelling, and I think it follows the story of Ursula. So I'm really, really excited for both of these. I recently read Seawitch, which was kind of a prequel to The Little Mermaid, and it did tell the story about Ursula and why she is the way she is. So I'm really excited for both of these, and hopefully I can fit them into my TBR this year. Next we have A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I have mentioned this book on my channel before. I think in my last 2 videos I've talked about it. This is a reimagining of Beauty and the Beast. It comes out this year. I am 100% going to go out and get a copy of this. I'm really excited to read it, and I've heard some really, really good things about it, so hopefully it will be as good as people say it is. The next book that I really, really want to read is Splintered, and this is a reimagining of Alice in Wonderland. I don't know much about the plot, but I've heard other booktubers talk about this book and say that it's really, really good, and I do love the story of Alice in Wonderland, so again, hopefully I can fit this into my TBR this year. It sounds really, really cool. The front cover is beautiful and really intriguing and kind of makes me just want to delve in and read it. So yes, Splintered will be definitely something that I'm hoping to read sometime this year. So this next book has actually been on my TBR for a while. I'm really intrigued by the front cover and the title. It sounds really sinister. It's called Dorothy Must Die. Again, I don't know much about this book, but I have heard some really amazing things about it. It's a reimagining of Wizard of Oz, and yeah, I really, really do want to read this one soon, so I will see if I can find it on audiobook, but if I can't, I will definitely go out and get a physical copy. So I just wanted to mention a couple of books that I've read that I have really, really liked. The first is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This again is kind of a prequel, I guess, to Alice in Wonderland. It tells the story of the Queen of Hearts. I absolutely loved this. I thought that it was quite dark at some points, but it was really, really interesting, and we definitely get to learn more about the Queen of Hearts and why she is the way she is. You can kind of see at the beginning she's a very kind of sweet and gentle character, and then towards the middle to the end of the book you can kind of just see the anger rising and rising, and I can definitely believe that this is real and this is why she is the way she is. So if you are looking for an Alice in Wonderland retelling and you haven't read this yet, I would absolutely 100% recommend Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Next book I did listen to actually quite recently. It's Seawitch by Sarah Henning. I listened to this on audiobook and it was really, really, really good. It is a little bit slow paced to begin with, but it really, really picks up towards the end. It's basically a prequel to The Little Mermaid. It's a backstory of Ursula and why she is the way she is and why she hates humans so much. I thought that it was really good. It was quite overly complicated, but not too much that it wasn't enjoyable, but it's definitely quite a complex story. But I did really, really enjoy it. I did do a review for this, so I'll link that down below if you want to watch that. But yeah, if you do like The Little Mermaid and retellings of that nature, then Seawitch is definitely a really good one to read. So some of my recent subscribers have mentioned my Alice in Wonderland and my Snow White figurines, and as soon as this is a video about retellings, I thought I would show them to you. So this is the Alice figurine. I got this quite recently actually, maybe about a year ago. Woo, it's gonna fall. Yeah, I absolutely love this. It's really, really, really cute. I can't remember the name of the make of these, but I will find out and I'll post it in the comments below. But yeah, this is the Alice one. That's better. You can see it properly now. So this is the Alice one. And this is the Snow White one that has actually come off its little stand, but that's actually a good thing because you can probably see it a little bit better. This is the Snow White one, which I also really, really love. They're just so cute and I just love them. I am hoping to get more soon, but yeah, so far I only have two. I have the Alice and the Snow White. So that is it for today's video. Please stay tuned because at the end of the month I am going to be doing my monthly wrap up for January. I also just want to say that I have had some recent subscribers and thank you so, so much. It really, really means a lot to me and I will see you soon.